Hello and welcome to another episode of the HT Physio Quick Tips series. My name is Will Harlow and I'm the Over-50s Specialist Physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking about some of the signs and symptoms that you can expect if it's your neck that's causing your headaches. Now, it's quite a well-known fact that neck problems can lead to headaches. And there's a few myths around this. Now, one of the myths is that if it's your neck that's causing your headaches will only be at the back of the head. And that's actually not true. The neck can actually cause headaches pretty much anywhere in the head, even kind of in the front of the face. So like behind the eyes, things like that, that can sometimes be caused by your neck. Now, the things that can cause headaches within your neck can be problems like arthritis or tight muscles, or even other problems within the neck such as disc problems too. And the way they cause headaches is if it's a muscle can get tight, and some of your muscles go from your neck right up into your skull almost. So the upper trapezius, for example, that starts here and it runs right up to the base of the skull. And if that gets tight, it can kind of refer like a throbbing pain all the way up and over the head for some people. Now, similarly, if you have arthritis in the joints in your neck, sometimes the pain can radiate from the neck over the top of your head or around the sides of your head and give you persistent headaches. Now, headaches can also be caused by lots of other different things too. So there are some ways we can basically pull clues from the way your headaches manifest to try and tell whether it's likely that it's a neck problem or something else entirely. Now, be aware that no tests are 100% sensitive or specific for neck problems causing headaches. So the only real solution is to go and see a provider face to face. This video is just to give you some general information. Now, one of the signs that your neck is causing your headaches is when your headaches start. And for example, if your headaches often start when you're on your laptop or on your computer and you notice that your posture is probably not great, maybe your chin comes forward and you spend a lot of time in this position looking at your screen, and then as you work throughout the day, you notice your headaches get worse and worse, that could be a sign that it's your neck leading to the problem. Similarly, if you're reading the newspaper in the mornings and you notice that as you get about halfway through the newspaper, you start to get a headache, some people mistakenly think that it's their eyes that are causing it, when in fact, it could be the position that your head is in is irritating something in the neck and causing your headaches. Now, there are a couple of other options or a couple of other things we can look at when we're trying to decide whether it's the neck that's causing your headaches. And one of them is stiffness in the neck. Now, if I have a patient who comes in who's suffering from headaches, one of the first things I look at is how well their neck is moving. There's a particular test we call the Flexion rotation test that looks at the probability that the neck is responsible for the head symptoms. Now, you can try this one at home. And what we're looking for is whether there's equal movement on the left and the right, or if there's any stiffness in the neck, mostly on one side, that can be a sign that the neck is responsible for your headaches. Now, the test is quite simple. We do it from a chair, and what you do is you first of all drop your chin down to your chest like this, and then holding this position, you're just going to try rotating your head first to the left, and then back to the center, and then to the right, and back to the center. And you're just going to pay attention to how it feels. Okay, you're going to see if one side moved better than the other, and if you found that there was a big difference between the two sides, that might also match up with the side that you're getting your headache on. Okay, so the stiff side is often the side of the head that people report their headaches, not always, but sometimes, and that can be a really big clue that it's the neck that's leading to the headaches. So what can we do if we find that it is actually your neck that's causing the headaches? Well, one of the best things we can do is we can try to fix your posture when you're sat at a computer, or when you're reading, or when you're watching TV. And there's a very simple tweak you can make that can reduce the stress on the neck and can sometimes prevent these headaches from happening. So when you're sat, let's pretend you've got a nice firm seat to sit on, because that's ideal for this type of thing. And we might find that if we asked you to stand in this or sit in this position for a long time, you might find that your chin starts to poke forward, okay? So what we're going to try and do for this exercise is the opposite of that. You're going to take 2 fingers, you're going to put them on your chin like this, and then you're just going to very gently pull your chin in, as if you're trying to make a double chin, but you're only going to go 50% of the way back, okay? Now, do you see when I do it? So I'm just doing like a small movement like this. My eyes are staying quite level, so I'm not looking down like that. I'm pulling directly back and in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hold that for 10 seconds and then relax. Now, if you're finding that when you're sat for a long period of time, you start to get headaches, if you just do a few repetitions of this with a 10-second hold and try and do that very regularly throughout the day, you might be able to stave off some of those headaches, because that's the best way to correct your neck posture. The reason this works is because it's bringing your head, which is quite a heavy thing, over your spine into a position where it should be most comfortable and taking off any stress from the back of the neck. Now, there are many other things we can do to help people who have headaches caused by the neck. A lot of that revolves around hands-on treatment and a targeted exercise program. So if you're suffering with this problem, do feel free to get in touch. Another alternative, if you look below this video, you'll find one of my free guides, which has some information about helping people with neck and shoulder pain that can lead to headaches. So you can download that for free today. The other alternative is you can pick up a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and it has strategies for dealing with neck, shoulder, and headache symptoms within it. So you can grab that off Amazon. Look below this video for a link for that. But other than that, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you found this video useful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and press like on the video if you enjoyed it. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.